Kyle Williams,
Williams,
Louisiana State University.
LSU's 2003 national championship team produced several NFL players. None have stood out like Kyle Williams. The Buffalo Bills grabbed the Louisiana native in the 5th round in 2006. In his 9 seasons, he's been a blue-collar, no-flash grinder who constantly takes on double teams and wins. He's been selected to the Pro Bowl 4 times in the past 5 seasons and picked as an All-Pro 3 times. Williams was named to the NFL's top 100 players list last year at number 32 overall. He is the heart and soul of a defense that was 4th in the NFL in yards allowed last season and led the league with 54 sacks. His 34.5 career sacks are the most of any defensive tackle in team history.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame, Mr. Kyle Williams.
We'll be quick, and I didn't see much patty caking going on in that video, big boy. Just kidding, just kidding. First of all, I want to thank Phil Savage and the Senior Bowl Committee for, the great honor to be here and to relive that week once again. A special week, a tough week, as we talked about for players, but a good week nonetheless. And I want to thank all the sponsors in the audience for what you do for this night, the Hall of Fame induction, but mostly what you do for the game and keeping the game alive and keeping the game growing, giving guys an opportunity, like Tony talked about, a small town from Alabama, or a kid from me that wasn't highly touted as a draft pick, but had a great career, giving them an opportunity to live their dream and play at the highest level. It's amazing. I get a call roughly a month ago from Phil about this, and I'm excited, and I go home and I tell my wife, who I've been dating since we were in college, and we're excited about it, and I go to bed, and I wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, just like that. And I said, wow, I'm being inducted into a Hall of Fame with a guy who went to Auburn, a guy who went to Alabama, and in a Hall of Fame that resides in Alabama. For an LSU guy, that can put you in a cold sweat. And I said, this is going to be an episode of Punk'd on MTV, or this is going to end up being a roast. They're going to make fun of me, And, quickly, I calmed down. I said, surely they won't do that to me. And we only have a few minutes left, so if you're going to do it, let's get it over with, and let's make fun of me. But all kidding aside, such a great honor. The people before me, after me, the guys that I played with a tremendous class here in 2006. To represent that class as our first inductee into the 2006 class is a great honor. To be inducted with these two guys, with Woodrow, an amazing player, got to look up to, an SEC man. And, just to tell your grandsons, I didn't get a chance to meet them, but, the NFL and the game that you watch and enjoy today is built on the back of men like this, the men that spoke earlier in the beginning of this, the men who made it possible for guys to live out their dream, to play in the NFL, to play on TV. It's built on the back of men like Woodrow Lowe, and it's an honor to be inducted with you. Take you back quite a few years early in my career, getting ready to play, the Vikings or the Jets, and this fullback, and we're going over the scouting report, and he's played 10 years, and then we get ready to play him again, and he's played 11 years, and we get ready to play him again, he's played 13 years, and we get ready to play him again, he's played 15 years, and then 16, and I'm like, what in the world possesses a person to play in the NFL that long? And here I am now, year 10. It took me this long to understand that the fire never dies. And, I have much respect for you. I had the ability to joke about it when we're getting ready to play you, but the dubious task of playing against you. So I'm honored to go in with you as well. He talked about my business. My wife is Our fifth child is hanging on by a thread inside of my wife's womb tonight. I'm not sure she'd like me saying womb in front of so many people, but luckily she's not here. So, and bad she's not here, you know, if you ever run across her. So I'm dying to get home and meet my fifth child. But to brag on myself a little bit, I did somehow manage, with my wife absent, to score the best looking woman in the room for the date, my mother, who is here. You know, outside of myself, she has bled, sweat, and cried tears more than anybody but me when it's come with my athletic career. So it's fitting that she is here, and I'm glad that she is. I take a great amount of pride in what I do and how I do it and where I've come from. I come from a small town in Louisiana called Ruston, Louisiana. A great football tradition. Michael Brooks, Burt Jones, Dub Jones, a great town, small town for professional football players, college football players. And I take great pride in representing where I come from, Ruston High School. Representing the Louisiana State Tigers is very, very important to me. The state of Louisiana on a grander scale, and the Buffalo Bills organization. They provide me with a fire to keep going, a willingness to prepare, because I know that I represent people in all of those places. And with great pride, I will now represent this Hall of Fame. As my career, well, I say comes on a down slope, but now I'm talking to you, it looks like I have to go 7 more years. But as my career is moving downward years-wise, not in play, I will take great pride in representing the Senior Bowl and the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame, and I will carry them in my pocket as I have Ruston, Louisiana State University, and the Buffalo Bills organization. Thank you very much.